So it's been a while since I've done a vlog, and probably because I've been wanting to do this one for a while now. It is delayed, I know that. It's been a couple of weeks, but it's still something that is on the minds of many South Africans that I interact with, and I think that we all, as South Africans, are concerned with. The Zuma Must Fall March was, disclaimer here, my first march, and it wasn't because I have never wanted to be engaged before. It was purely because I've just never had the chance. I've either been working out of the country or too young to actually get involved with certain social injustices that have happened throughout the years, or at least years that I could affect. Now, this is a video that's purely from my standpoint. I went down there with my old lady, my mother of, I think, 55 now. I'll check with her. And it was her first protest, which was a little bit weird, but you know, that's just the difference in generations. I don't want this to be a video about any particular party. It's not a video about any particular opinions that I hold on the current government and stuff like that. This is about a man who has taken this country for a ride and is just, you know, taking the piss. And that's a big part of why I've decided to join this march on this day. If you want to know my true feelings, feel free to check out my Facebook page. I've posted a few articles and a few things that I've written about it, and about junk status and everything else like that. I'm not the most educated guy when it comes to South African politics. I'm not the most educated guy when it comes to economy. But I do see firsthand, day to day, how such actions affect general people. People like our domestic Bongi, who is 25 years old, who has a matric, who's cleaning houses for a living. And it's just not right. So have a look. Here's some of my footage, and I'm going to throw in a little commentary in between. The noise there was insane, and just to kind of, yeah, so anyway, enjoy. Obviously a coffee before a march, I mean, that just goes without saying. Okay, we're here at Town Hall. Small group that's amassed here. Everyone's kind of cheering. I'm assuming there's some DA guys here arriving now. But yeah, let's hope we have a good protest. Up here presenting. I think we're getting going. Sorry. Alright, thank you. Shouldn't you be working? It must be said that the general atmosphere of the group was jovial and friendly. Everyone was there for the right reasons. People were chanting Zuma Must Fall and singing other struggle songs. We were connected up with the group there in front of Cape Town City Hall. Now the boof that I had around my neck earlier was just in case something went wrong. But the general demeanor of everyone, I got the quick sense that nothing intense was going to happen, which was a good thing. I think it would take away from what this day is supposed to be about. Further up on Kaiserkracht, there's a much larger group to the left of us, and we met up with that group to go up Buitenkant towards the Parliament. finally got to Parliament, and this is where things got a little bit weird. What do we do next? And I think that's one of the disadvantages of where there's no cohesive leader, if you will, of the march. No handing over of memorandum, or no handing over, waiting for somebody to come out and talk to us. Which I think kind of, in its own weird sense, encapsulates the march itself. This was a statement. This was a putting out in a mass. You can see by the wide variety of people in the group that this wasn't just a class thing. We saw people from EFF. We saw people from wearing ANC shirts, at least. UDM, DA, all there, all protesting together.
Was bright and sunny. Oh, so funny. Oh, so funny.
So that was a bit of an insight into my experience at the Zuma Must Fall March. Now, the thing is, I want to get more involved. I want to do more. And there's a lot of hate that's online in the social media space by people, especially white South Africans, who want to get involved with these things. And people are like, oh, you're only doing it because it affects your pocket. What you forget is that even as a small business owner myself, yes, the Rand exchange sucks. It affects my business in terms of what I can do locally. Espresso machine prices go up, green coffee goes up, fuel goes up, all these things go up. But what it does do is, force me to export now. That doesn't affect me as much. In actual fact, if I export a lot of what we do, I could probably make more money. So is that really what this whole thing's about? No. This is about one man. This is about a person who has taken this country for a ride, who has thrown out the ideals of what the ANC was all created around. He has made a mockery of this country, and it's gotten to enough. A lot of people say, but where were you last year when Nene? Unfortunately, I was overseas. I was overseas when Nene Gate happened. Where were you doing Fees Must Fall? One, university fees and stuff like that. I have a small issue with that. And I'm happy to engage with people about the whole Fees Must Fall thing. But if I was here and available to it, probably would have marched as well. There's a lot that we have protested on in our own forums. Not just the way that most South Africans will tend to protest in terms of a physical march on the streets, which I don't think is always effective. It gave me a great sense of pride to be there on that day, to have my mom there, who, like I said, never done something like this before. It was a fantastic feeling and experience. For all the South Africans who didn't go, I think you need to ask yourself why. To the friends who say that we're just doing this because it's an ANC thing, or this is the only time why people get involved is when money is affected. Where do we start? You guide me. Show me what I need to do. Say to me, Wayne, we'd like you to be involved with this thing. And if I believe in it, I'll be there. Don't shoot us down for actually trying to make a difference. Don't shoot us down for actually physically getting involved. Never mind all the Twitter protests and Instagram protests and all that sort of stuff, which is forums that we use on a day-to-day basis, which we see as far more effective. Don't shoot us down for that. Engage with me, and I'd be happy to engage with you in quality. Anyway, so the next vlogs will be a lot less serious, a lot more fun, and there's a new project that I'm going to be working on soon. So thank you very much.